always been dedicated, kept for many years in glowing Gijima, who better would see. Graduation begin at last in Subina, the consequences of who be Ungulu Bambi. Ikilos and Tonsa, the Santa Angela, you make it. Mama, I made 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 it. Over single time, what we over we trying. Lord was trying to tell people thought we were failing. Now no more you can't do it, you don't it. Mama, I made it. Mama, I made it. Mama, I made it. Mama, I made it. I made it. Little did I know what you wanted to do. The enemy's in your teeth for faith and need to tell your life of allergy. Send a shout out to the bomb for the setup battle that I am blessed with. Flow through life, had a lot of turbulence. It would have been a cousin. You was up, boy, I made a minute down. I'm just in your senses, finding that I cousin. A lot of mental was talking behind my back. I had to overcome. Spit on the city. Hard work. Fire, hot, fire, yama. Kulu from the heavens. Hallelujah, amen. Next down, I'm grateful. That's how my chance was fight. Can't stand what we so we love it. I'm scouting, I know that I'm right now. I'm flying by the benefits. Can't believe you was a fan, getting my sitting and coming the pool, getting your paved the way for the life. Utibaga Macha, yes, my Roja, Yegi, the Hussein, nobody is alright. No, I can't decline. And no matter if it's decline, don't say you will let a prioritize for the success, the cool and the money. I'll be able to calling it to existence and you're for the little that I'm giving, going cheap and made it to the destination. I can fully declare, say that I made it. Mama, I made it.
Primary school. For sure.
Somebody. Ninja didn't dwell your eyes at Chabula. Okay, so this song that I just created right now was a song that I've heard in the vault. I even forgot about it, but it's such a special song to me because I don't know for those who've heard the lyrics, it's a special dedication to Uma man for me graduating. Yeah, like we doctor, but just to give that shout out to Uma man. And I made it on Mama Kanye West beat. I made it on that beat, but just to add spice to it, the last part of the beat is a beat that is made by MSTC. I did not know what was Vela today. When I freestyled, I was told, okay, you're gonna win studio session. You can come and record a song. So I was like, since this is a song that means so much to me, let me just come and re-record this song because I needed to have proper quality. Just so happens, beginning of this week, they tell me, it's okay, by the way, let's see where I feel. So that's how I put short. So I would like to ask one favor from you guys. When he comes, I'll just kindly ask him, I'll finish next from here, but I just want you to listen to the song, just for him just to hear the song. Because he clearly made the beat without even realizing we were talking. But I just, if I ask him, I just need you guys just to support me.
I think we can make that happen. But guys, I just wanna through 1 week, found an artist, freestyle, recorded, got dancing involved, got a visual. Dancers get to come in and rehearse. Musicians get to do their thing. And we did that in a week. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is not, by the way, this is not credit to us. This is credit to you guys as the creators. And most importantly, this is credit to AMSA making this available. You know what I'm saying? So a round of applause for them. And just a quick announcement there. There's a Unam, ne? Unam, where you at? They're looking for you, brother. Unam, where you at? But you are needed by the lady in red, right? If you can go upstairs. Or if you do know Unam and is not answering, please, if he's next to you and is ducking, let him know that he's needed, man. All right, guys, so the session is gonna start very, very soon. Before we get into the session, I just wanna reiterate, right, we're gonna have the founder of the space, John Savage, here today, right, and he's gonna talk about what the relationship between AMP Studios and APSA is and what does it look like. But what I want to reiterate to you guys is to say, for those who don't know, this place was so close. Guys, this is a Nyama. We were so close to closing. And so many people want to know, AMP is, why is AMP free? Why does AMP provide free resources? Why does AMP provide, this is a masterclass. You're about to sit down and learn from someone who has over a decade of industry work, over a decade of hits, you know what I mean? Over a decade of knowledge, right? And we wanted to make sure that from the first masterclass, this is not just about music. This is about, Nancy's the first guy that got into streaming from a musician perspective. This is about streaming. This is about content. This is about music. This is about building a business. This is about building an actual business. Do you know what I mean? And we were like, who is the best person to do that? To cross all takes that AMP crosses. AMP does content. Nasty. AMP does streaming now. Nasty does streaming. AMP does music. Nasty does music. We were like, who can we find that will tickle and still speak to you, speak to you, speak to you, speak to you, right? And powered by apps, who were able to do this today. And it's the first of many. I'm letting you guys know we're gonna rock hard. We're gonna rock hard. So for everyone who's here, I want to say thank you for taking the time to be here. John, are you coming on now, or do you need some time? Are you gonna come on now, or are you coming on 1:45? 1:45 is fine, eh? Okay, cool. So, guys, in the meantime, we're gonna jump back on in the next 5 minutes, but I just want to reiterate to you guys from a network perspective. So if you guys are not on the Wi-Fi yet, our Wi-Fi is very, very strong. You can go to McDonald's, you still get the connection. You know what I'm saying? Wi-Fi is strong. Look for AMPD guest, AMPD friends. AMPD friends, all caps. By the way, the guy that won.
Sure. So
all right.
It comes with a bit of a lesson as well, I guess, as technologists. I think, just to lead us into the conversation today, why infrastructure matters, why the artist on top of his own infrastructure is so important in today's world. So I prepared a little pitch for you guys, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So today I'm twirling the t-shirt. Right. Technology, infrastructure, and monetization tools for me, and ensured what that does on global platforms while also banking locally. And to date, in stealth, in beta, we now have about 14 from 22 countries. 2,000 have paid to put their music out, 12,000 songs out there, 500 million streams, so it's done pretty well.
Sheesh. Those are real numbers.
So why does this matter? Because nowhere else in the world is music growing faster than in the sub-Saharan African continent. We're the fastest growing, the largest and the last market on earth to have 22% compound annual growth of music. And that it just goes to show Amapiano and Afrobeats is conquering the world. In fact, almost 10% of the world now consumes African music. So we're different in music. So as it creates that there's a big leakage of value on the value chain. These copyright societies lack digital music registries.
Sure.
And if you can't register your music, piracy is going to thrive.
Sure.
Yeah. The other reality is that local distribution and local music promotion platforms lack international data standards. So if you promote your music on local platforms, sometimes there's missing data, and that missing data means missing money.
Okay.
Then rights collective societies operate on an old school model of paper, spreadsheets.
Yeah.
It's not digital, so there's high administrative processes, and that also leads to a high cost when you want to collect your royalties.
Okay.
Maybe 50 cents out of every rand that you get goes into admin. Right?
Okay.
So if that's not enough, creators are also challenged. You as the artists are often challenged with high cost to distribute your music. You have to use a lot of tools to create the music, and you don't necessarily have a lot of channels to monetize that music. You also have to part a lot of your royalties using international distribution challenge platforms. Whilst you're also battling algorithms and your fans are owned by the social networks, it's very hard to monetize your full ecosystem, even when you're up and coming artists.
Okay.
For labels, the problem is even bigger, because independent labels, if you're a label sitting here or you're an independent artist, you rely on third-party distributors to put your music out there. Those third-party distributors can take 1/3 of the dollar after everybody else has taken their cut. So out of a dollar, you get 34 cents at the end of the day. So there is no platform that labels and artists have to manage their own operations. There's a lack of operating systems when it comes to having an artist and a label see the same side of the coin and see the same data. And for that reason, we came up with a platform or concept that we felt like Africa needs a platform of its own. Right? And that's why when Julia came to us and Ayana came to us and said, build us a platform for Africa, empower Africans, something that we own that's from here to the rest of the world, help us leapfrog the African continent.
Quick question. Can I ask a question? How did you guys get there?
While we were still inside, we obviously, for every us, even if we asked, we have an ambition to be in some point. So we were to build the infrastructure that when the time did come for us to migrate from being side to being independent, we would have an ecosystem that's very built. And we understood that ownership is something that's very, very important. We wanted to direct, we wanted to go directly to our consumers. We didn't want to have all of this society on social media, our content, and who consumes our music. So building your own platform that allows you to have an ecosystem, to have a fan base, platform, and then you're able to do the direction. There's not a lot of people taking commission process.
For sure. Oh, that's powerful, man. Isn't that powerful? Come on. All right, let's go.
So yeah, we've got a little bit of a surprise for you, but we wanted to introduce to you Tollwax, which is a decentralized distribution platform for independent artists and independent labels to go direct to market. That's the vision that the guys have. And with Tollwax, it's so easy. Just in 5 minutes or less, you'll be able to onboard, you'll be able to distribute your music onto all global music platforms, track all of your analytics, your fan engagements, your revenue in real time, engage with your fans on your own smart links and fan pages direct, upsell, monetize your fan base as well, and most importantly, own your music, own your creative and financial freedom with a catalog that's in the palm of your hands with our own app. But more important than empowering the artists, we are also a community of fans, brands, and where all of your artists, everybody here can come together and collaborate, and that's what the industry needs, and that's what it's all about.
Okay.
So we also prepared a bit of a demo, a real-life demo, if you guys want to see what it operates like.
You guys trying to see it? Yeah, they want to see it.
Okay, cool. Let me switch over here quickly.
I think while you are working on that, Toby, a question for Nasty is how involved, how important do you think it is for you as an artist to be involved in the process of whether it's creating the merch, whether it's putting together the lineup for Iverson Tour? Is that something you say, oh, let my team do it, or is it?
I think it's very important if there's anything that's going to represent you as the artist, you definitely need to have it happen, because your fans can tell when something was cooked up by someone from the side. You know what I mean? Your fans know you guys form a special bond, especially if you've been doing this for a very long time. I've been doing this for a very long time. My fans already know. They know where I want to be and where I don't want to be. But if I one day pull them into like this crazy thing that's so unlikely, then we have to tell them it wasn't my idea. You know what I mean? So it's always just like, you don't have your hand in it, whether it's the merch, the music itself, the videos, events, whatever you're handling it. Even if maybe, let's say I have partners that he's very good at designing stuff and he's good at making stuff. Let them come up with ideas, but at least have them come to me before they release anything. So, do you like this? Is this what you want to do? You know?
Dope. So Toby, you said you got the demo ready for us? So we have someone joining us. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear?
Probably previously been raised at Forex is a distribution service tailored for music producers, artists, and labels. You can come to the website Thorax and learn about all the features and solutions that are offered at Thorax. New existing artists can come and register their profiles and join. Existing artists can then sign in and return to their profiles. I'll be logging directly to an account. So this is the Thorax app. Every artist has their details, configures profile pictures, claims their app handle and username, inserts their public bio, website URLs, as well as linking all of their social media and social streaming channels to their account. On top of this, they are able to invite their team members and account admins to manage the profile, secure their account with two-factor authentication and email configurations, as well as manage all of their billing and subscription details. So each creator is able to then subscribe to a plan where they are able to then pay monthly or annually. These plans are then managed within the billing settings, being able to show you when your next billing date is, how many accounts you can distribute for, your royalty payout rates, as well as all your billing transaction history. So as Thorax being a distribution service, we allow artists to fully DIY and manage their music as well as their distribution. So artists are able to, after mastering their releases, upload their tracks from their devices. Upon uploading their music, they are able to then create releases. Those releases are now selected from your track list, and we can go ahead and obviously distribute singles, albums, and EPs. Once those releases are created, we can then final step is distribute the releases. So all of this is managed through individual user journeys, as well as a catalog that we give you to manage your music. So once an artist has created an asset file in Thorax, the whole asset file is then managed under the catalog. We can see all of the package details in terms of all the metadata that the artist would have provided on the user journey. We try to put on UGC platforms and social media. We can then also decide how we want to monetize that content. Do we want to monetize? Do we want to drop the content? Do we want to add earn revenue? Select their distribution details, so being able to distribute as soon as possible, or distributing on a future release date where they can put in pre-order dates and decide the tier ultimately want to distribute to. So artists have full control of the distribution as well as track splits. So if you have collaborators on the release, lyricists, producers, anybody who needs to earn a share in the royalties, we can also allocate that to the release. And then in real time, all the artists then get the streaming data. So we package all the data in real time for artists so they can understand where tracks and multiple releases inside the application. We can start now discovering and understanding exactly where our music's being streamed, including territories, countries, and so forth. So all of the data that we package for artists are all available on a per track level as well as the release level. As well as a collective aggregate across the entire catalogue. There are lots and lots of data for these artists to really understand what's happening with their traditional streaming, what's happening on social music, and then ultimately their revenue. So at the end of the month, we package all the revenue for the artists. They can understand exactly what's happening with their releases and tracks, catalogue in real time, and then ultimately we bank those royalties into their wallet. There are lots and lots of analytics when it comes to the artists being able to manage their music. And that goes to a whole range of analytics, which I've just shown you now, but also in terms of being able to see playlisting analytics, so where your music is being shared on playlists across Apple Music and Spotify, seeing the track positions, the active playlists, the follower counts. We have a lot of data for these artists. Including engagement data, so we can also start tracking what's happening with your likes, your comments, your plays, your Shazams, your airplays, in terms of when your music is being played on radio. All of this data that we pull for an artist to be managed underneath the analytics. And on top of that, we then also go and get a pull all your audience data. So from Instagram to Spotify to your YouTube channel, TikTok, we're able then to pull your full audience so you can understand what's happening across your audience metrics across the various DSPs and understand exactly what's happening. Then I think the last thing I can show you for the time sensitivity that we have is the wallet. So we've tried to create a full operating systems for your music and for you as an artist, and that being a wallet as well. So artists are able to earn multiple revenue streams from royalties, being eligible for advances, subscription streaming, digital products, and so forth. The artists then earn positive balances at the end of the month, are able to see those transactions come in. Every month when you accrue royalties or revenue, that is then seen through your statements, which can then be exported to your device and understood in a deeper view, and then ultimately withdrawing your revenue. So you are able then to create beneficiaries and select it.
Which song you should use a video for? Which song should we put some ad spend behind? With this platform, every song that you've got distributed, and Sally was showing you get to see which song is being playlisted, you get to see how the streaming is kind of performing.
And that's dope, man. That's really, really dope. Nasty, and I think one of the themes I put behind this theme for the year.
It's very simple. So you know, put it, you dedicate yourself. How is dedicated to this thing and making it better. How better than it was yesterday, the day before, or whatever. Then you're gonna get a good reception when it comes out. Whether it's a good reception when it comes out. Whether it's a song or app or whatever it is. Yeah, it's a song or app or whatever it is. Yeah, you have to always be on it.
Got you. And I have that from a business perspective, right? Because if you're going to do something for a year, whether it's working on a body of work for a year, whether it's working on a whole system, a whole platform for a year, I can imagine there's a lot of troubleshooting that goes into that. Meaning, there's a lot of money that goes into that. They're back to being all in. How important is it to understand being in and managing the risk financially when building something? When building a campaign, a marketing campaign, when building an album, when building an infrastructure. How important is it to manage your finances?
It's very, very important. Before we even start, you need to be able to do a cost analysis of how much it's going to cost you to achieve a certain thing. You don't want to be in a situation where you're attempting to build your own tolerance infrastructure, and halfway through, you don't have enough capital because you didn't forecast exactly how much the total build is going to cost. So as an independent artist or even a side artist, you need to know upfront how much your music videos are going to cost you, how much studio time you're going to need is going to be required in order for you to finish your album. And then you look at your existing capital, and then you're able to decide what items you need to do first and what can wait until the next bag is available for you to take a look at.
Okay. For this question, I will give it to you, Nasty, right? A lot of people will say, like, don't mix business and pleasure, right? Or a platform whereby you can point.
You exactly right. So when you start to post and make a post in the platform so that other artists that's on the platform can also discover you. So it doesn't mean you post and then push it up to your social networks. That's a feature that a lot of artists ask for, so we're going to do that. Later on, don't post all social platforms. That's the goal.
Amen. All right. Am I speaking louder, my brother?
Okay, so my name is Jim Kaki and I'm a software engineer. So I wanted to find out from someone that has plans and like infrastructure that he's already worked on and wants to like bring that to a company or two towards the platform. How can I reach out and possibly connect and collaborate with you guys?
Well, yeah, the fact of asking, you never know if you have business, you got to know how to ask, which is how ask nicely. So you've got to go by phone to be part of the team, but you can always reach out the consumer and just let them know to make a fuss. Always be more
Might have just got a job, bro. Yo, what's up?
I'm sorry, though.
Rock.
Yeah, my name is Cardiac. I'm a rapper and a podcaster and a radio presenter. I'm actually just into creativity. So my question would be, I don't know who would answer, but it's just bridging the gap between undiscovered, being unknown, and being known independently. I don't know if it's a question of PR, but how important is PR and how much would you spend in my position for PR and in your position compared to your position?
Yeah, that's probably for you, bro. It's a money chat.
I'm a firm believer of starting with your base, having a really good foundation. So identify your super fans and let them be your advocates. Let them be the ones to spread the word on your behalf. And once you've got an instant community, then curate experiences for them. If you've got 10 fans and you're doing a pop-up for your virtual election or for your little show that you're doing in your hometown, those 10 fans are going to bring a friend each. Now you've got 20 people at your show, right? And then from the 20 people you grow to 40 people. A lot of people are obsessed with getting to a 5,000 capacity show that they own, and they forget that even artists like SBC that are now doing IBIS sort of, and they're able to tour across the country. There was a time where he was doing shows and only a handful of people were coming. So take your time. Those guys would be your soldiers.
Not bad, bro.
If I could add to that, sorry. If I could add to that, man, as far as like promoting yourself, that was a part of your question, yeah? You have to barter with people. You know what I mean? Sometimes you might have to give someone a free verse so they can get you on stage 30 minutes before you go on. You might have to do a song and give it to Speedster so you can get that interview. You might have to do a freestyle hit so you can get this hit, you know? So sometimes just use your skill, your talents to get whatever it is that you need. You know what I mean? It doesn't always have to be money.
For sure,
Yeah, for sure.
Hello everyone. My name is Mpunti from the Vault. I'm a manager at Culture Entertainment. My question was, do you guys offer like strategic planning in terms of releasing? If I want to release, do you guys offer like planning how do I market my music? And if you do you do it in person or do you do it on the platform?
That's a good question. So being strategic about your release is understanding what to be strategic about in the first place. We can't come up with a strategy as good as you